Because you talking about you need this, that, and the third. And people in hell need ice water. Most people are around you to show you what happens if you don't grow. I'm going to say that again. Damn.
Cartier frames on, know I got them things on. Panamera brain on, know I'm switching lanes in it.
Hi guys, welcome back to Authentically Be. Well, first of all, let me not assume that you've been here before. Welcome to, or welcome back to Authentically Be. No, let me stop playing. Staying real. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that name of this channel or keep that name of this particular series, but I don't know. That's the most creative thing I can come up with right now because my channel is Authentically Be and we want to keep things real, raw, and authentic. But anyway,
here we go.
What I am going to be touching on today is a couple of things that I've learned since I've been in my 20s. And I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. I don't really know what the world's experience is per se, but I know mine and I can only speak from experience, okay? So that's what we're going with this. I am going to be sharing 6 things that I've learned while being in my 20s that I think are going to be beneficial to you. My first thing, just because you went to college doesn't mean you are going to make more money. Nobody is coming to save you. Okay, so I just knew that I was going to college. I don't really know why I wanted to go to college. I thought it was the right thing to do, and nobody else in my family had really went to college. Well, my mom went, but she didn't really finish. So, I mean, like, I just knew that I was going to college, okay? Can't tell you why I was going, but understand that nobody is coming to save you in college. Like, that broke college student thing is real. I had to work 2 to 3 jobs while I was in college, almost my entire college career. And by the way, that job, that company that you think you're about to work for after college, baby, you need to make sure you locked in with them damn near before you get to college. Just because you went to college does not mean an opportunity in the real world is just gonna be out into your lap, because it's not the truth. I just want you to know. I just want you to understand. It is not the truth. Okay. Number 2. If you are not solid with yourself, you cannot be solid in a relationship again. If you are not solid within yourself, you cannot be solid in a relationship. What do I mean by being solid within? Your solitude is one of the most important things in life while you are a living human being on earth. Never lose sight of you. Because you get in a relationship. Yeah, you care about that person. You care about what interests them and you want to be the most interesting thing to them. But baby, what interests you? Why are you here? What are you doing with this person? Never, ever, ever lose sight of who you are because you are in a relationship with somebody. Just don't do it. It's like, I don't know. I know that it's easier said than done, but any person who cannot understand that you want to stay afloat and stay abreast with yourself, if they can't understand that, y'all don't need to be together. And that's just what it is, okay? That is a core value that I believe everybody should have. And I've learned from my experience that some people don't particularly understand that I have to be solid within in order to remain sane. And I want my partner to be like that. I want my partner to be the same way. So I know our relationship would work. But you can pretty much tell when somebody is not solid within, and you know that the relationship is just not going to work. It's not going to work. My third thing, you should be comfortable about talking to your real friends about anything. Anything. If you think for a second that you are going to be judged, or somebody is going to misinterpret the things that you are saying to them, and they are supposed to be your friend, baby boo, you should be able to tell who your real friends are at this age, especially in today's day and age. And if you haven't figured it out, baby, figure it out quick. Your 20s, real eye openers. Every year, you might gain a friend, you might lose a friend, and that's okay. You're changing, you're evolving. That's good. But baby, you should be able to talk to your real friends about anything. I don't care what nobody say. That's just what it is. What number am I on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4, my favorite. Most people are around you to show you what happens if you don't grow. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. Most people are around you to show you what happens if you don't grow. Most people are around you to show you what happens if you don't grow. Damn. I think that that's something that I might have heard more than once, but it didn't really start clicking until right now. Like this year right now. Damn. Never stop growing, man. Never stop trying to educate yourself. Never stop trying to learn about yourself. When you learn about yourself, when you're aware of the things that you need to work on, you know, it's only up. Ain't no declining in this life, baby. No. You want to keep evolving, you want to keep growing, you want to keep doing well for yourself. You want to keep moving with purpose. Ask yourself, and this answer might change every 5 years, but as long as you know who you are and who you want to be, baby, you can't go wrong. Understand who you are. Understand why you are here. A lot of folks don't. But if you want to have a purpose in life, if you want to have people that you influence, if you want your children to respect you, if you want to be an icon, iconically her, iconically him, understand you first. Understand what you need. Understand where you want to go. Understand the impact that you want to make on other people. Why are you here? Right hand up to God. Never stop. We're going to do this together. Right hand up to God. I will never stop growing. You need to always be evolving. 5, life is not happening. I want to say you might have heard this. You might have heard this already, but I've heard this already. I heard this before I was the age that I am now, but I'm saying though, it hits different when you begin to see other things going on in your life. Life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's all about the decisions that you make, not the cards that you are dealt. I had spent time in my life complaining, and I don't really know why, because maybe it was something that like a learned habit or something like that, but I've spent time complaining, and when I catch myself complaining now or saying the wrong thing, I just be like, ooh, like I know God listening, let me reword that, let me clear that up, because I don't want him to think for a second that I am being ungrateful. That is never, ever, ever, ever my intentions. But sometimes we get that wave, we get that feeling that just comes over us, and we like, oof, I'm so stressed. I don't know what to do with it. My finances, my, this person, I don't, life, no, babe, no. Digress. Take a step back, fully assess before reacting. Is the world really ending? Because you talking about you need this, that, and the third, and people in hell need ice water. Think about that. Think about how you complain about all the things in your life that goes wrong, when we have people in other countries really suffering for real. That's why I try not to, be so loud when something is making me uncomfortable or something is making me, like, I'd be like, Bianca, you sound ungrateful. You have a roof over your head. You have food to eat and you have clothes on your back. Like, dang, like, I asked for too much. I have what I need right now. So when I'm like, God, I need this to come through, I need this to happen, I almost feel like I'm asking for too much, because I have everything that I need. I am more than blessed. And because of that, I should be more grateful. It's all about the decisions you make, not the cards you are dealt. I can't tell you how many times I was just like, ooh, I wasn't set up for this, I wasn't set up for that. And I am a human. I am going to compare myself to other people, like we all do. That is totally normal. I don't want you to think for a second that that's bad. You're a human being. If you're not comparing yourself some way, somehow to somebody else at some point in your life, then maybe you're an alien or something. I don't know. But humans do that. Humans do that. It is completely normal. I truly do believe that it is hard to decipher why your journey is so different than the other person. God did not set you up to be like the person next to you. Think about it. If everybody was the same in this world, what the fuck would it be? Weird, right? Honor your journey. No matter how rough or tough you think it is, only you can make beautiful things happen for you. It's not your parents' responsibility. It's a plus for them to be involved, absolutely. Other artists that make music, that rap, millionaires, they all have this story where they went through something terrible, whether it was abuse or poverty. Everybody has a journey. Lastly, number 6, this is your life. This is your life. This is your life. This is your life. Whose life is it? Whose life is it? No, seriously. This is your life. Don't let nobody else live your life. Don't let nobody live through you. Don't let nobody make decisions for you and tell you what you should be doing. What do you want to do? Focus on yourself. Stop worrying about what everybody else got going on. Stop worrying about what the world... If it's not affecting you, once you understand that nothing that is going on in this world can physically harm you, that's maturity. That's when you're really going to get far. That's when you... Fear ain't nothing but the devil. When you worried about Pookie, Ray Ray, and them, when you worried about a nigga, when you worried about a bitch, for what? Is you worried about them motherfuckers finna make you some money? Is you being worried about them motherfuckers finna get you a degree? Like, what does worrying about the next motherfucker gonna do for you? Like, stop. Just stop. Stop. And stop hanging out with those people that's worried about the next motherfucker. Because as long as you hanging out with they ass, you gonna be worried about the next motherfucker. You not need to be worried about the next motherfucker. You just don't need to be worried about nobody else but yourself, baby. Don't come for my appearance today because, baby, it's been a long week, okay? I haven't seen my lash lady. I'm sure you can understand. I would think that the things that I had to talk to you all about tonight is going to benefit you in some way. You know, maybe there's 1, 2, or 3 things that really reminded you of your purpose, something that you already knew. Or maybe you got distracted and you're trying to tune back into you. Right now is that season, like especially for up north where it's cold. Like it's time to lock in. If you wasn't locked in last week, last month, yesterday, now is the time. Thank you guys for staying to the end. Thank you guys for supporting my series. Thank you guys for supporting me. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Getting Real on Authentically Be. And I'll see you guys next time.
Face pretty, name pretty, soul pretty, body pretty, energy